Hello and welcome to the iBud Cafe. I'm your host Sree Roy. This is episode 127 and today is January 11th, 2026. Happy New Year and wishing everyone all the best in 2026. So here at the cafe, we typically take an in-depth look at an iOS app, and in today's presentation, we're going to take a look at a very popular app called WhatsApp. Now, before we get started, I want to personally say thank you to each of you for attending this cafe in person and for all those who will be listening to this cafe either on our website, our podcast, or on our YouTube channel. I also welcome you. If you find any of our videos helpful, please hit the like and subscribe so the next time our very own Julie uploads any of our videos, you'll get notified. Now it's time for me to introduce an amazing lady who's going to keep me on track in 2026. But today, Sandhya is going to keep us on track by telling us what is going on this week here at iBug Today.
All right. Thank you, Sree. Welcome, everybody. Got another busy week ahead of us, so I'm going to be telling you about all the fun stuff we're going to do. All times are central, so adjust accordingly. And everything is on the same Zoom conference line. Well, not at the same time, but they are on the same Zoom conference line. So once you have it in your device, you are all set to go. So what do we got? We've got Monday night, 7 to 9, iBug Buzz. Talk about all things related to your iPhone, the operating system, and accessories. So definitely check that out. Then we have the After Buzz where we hang out and don't talk tech. We just get to know each other. So that's the After Buzz. Then on Tuesday from 5 to 6, we've got the Mini Buzz, iBug Mini Buzz, kind of a continuation of what we did on Monday night, Q&A, but a shorter time. And then we also primarily focus on hardware, like all those smart glasses and all kinds of cool stuff, any of those kinds of accessories that hook up to your iPhone. We talk about those at that call. We're off on Wednesday. Then we have Thursday. Thursday we have iBug Trekkie Talk starting at 7 to 8:30. And there we're discussing Voyager Season 3. And it's a 3-play. I guess that's what you call it. 3-play. We're watching episode 7, 8, and 9. So come for that. Come prepared. Watch it ahead of time and prepare to discuss it with your fellow Trekkies. Then Friday we have iBug Night at the Virtual Movie. Social time starts at 7. That's where we have general silliness. We hang out, do Name That Tune, some bad jokes, and I tell you, they're just getting worse by the moment. But anyway, come for that and hang out. And then the movie starts at 8. It's audio description of a movie. And then after the movie, we'll have a discussion. And you, too, can be like Siskel and Ebert and share us with the opinions that you have about the movie. And then we'll have a wonderful trivia segment. So if you want to know what the movie is before all of your friends, you can come on Monday night at the midpoint, the halftime show. And we have some crazy clues and some fabulous prizes. So come for that at 8 p.m. Central. And for all this information, you can go to our website, ibugtoday.org, ibugtoday.org. There, you can subscribe, get on our mailing list, and then you will get email notifications of all this good stuff. And you can listen to our recordings there. You can also listen to recordings on YouTube or your favorite podcasting app. And with that, I'm handing it back to Sree.
All right, Sandhya, thank you so much. And definitely do check out our website, ibugtoday.org. So now it's time for everyone to introduce yourself. And today I do have an icebreaker question. It's very simple. Have you used WhatsApp? Let me know who you are, where you're calling from. And if this is your first time here at the cafe, please let me know so I can recognize you.
Terry from Arlington Heights. And yes, I use it all the time.
Welcome, Terry Ann.
This is Herbie
Hi,
in
it's
Houston.
Vanessa from Georgia, and yes, I use it.
Hi, welcome, Vanessa.
Angelo in Ottawa, and no.
All right, Angela, welcome.
Robert and Chandler, yes.
Welcome.
Bonnie from Spokane. I've never used it.
Right, welcome.
Pete, Florida, yes.
Welcome, Pete.
Pat, Ohio, yes.
Welcome, Pat.
Thanks.
Sarah from Norman, Oklahoma. I use WhatsApp all the time, and this is my first time.
Welcome.
Richard in Houston. No, I don't use it.
Okay, welcome.
Gary in Austin, and I do use it.
Welcome.
Ray, Reno, first time.
And how did you hear about us, Ray?
Marie is my friend. She keeps me involved in all of these different things. Bless her heart.
Great, great. Yeah, amazing lady. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
Gary in Austin, and I do use WhatsApp.
Welcome, Gary.
Mary Alice from Pennsylvania, no.
Welcome.
Dan from
Robert,
Southern
College
California,
Station,
no.
yes.
Dan and Robert, I believe. Welcome. All right, who's next?
Jody in New Hampshire, no.
Welcome, Jody.
Hi, Sree.
Rosetta Stone from Conyers, Georgia. Yes, I use WhatsApp.
Welcome.
Ned in Texas, yes.
Welcome, Ned.
Yeah.
Welcome, Julie.
Valencia and Maryland, yuppers.
All right, welcome.
Dale from
St.
Cleveland.
Catharines, Canada, yes.
Oh.
Okay, welcome. And who's the other person?
Sarah in Vermont, yes.
Oh, welcome, Sarah.
Thanks.
All in Columbus. I've used it, but not a lot.
Okay, welcome, Paul.
Deb from Kansas. I would say ditto to what Paul just said.
All right.
A little bit, but not much.
Okay, welcome. Deb.
Elizabeth from Newfoundland, Canada, no.
Welcome.
Thank you. John, BC, Canada, yes.
Oh, welcome, John. How about you, Michael and Sandhya? Do you guys use them? Or use it, I should say?
This is Sandhya. Yes, I do. Not very well, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael in Texas, and I also use it.
And this is Sree Roy. I'm here in Northern Virginia, and I do use WhatsApp. To me, it seems like there was quite a number of you that are currently a WhatsApp user, so that's great to hear. So Michael and Sandhya, I do have a question for both of you. What country uses WhatsApp the most? Oh, why don't we have Michael, Herbie, and Sandhya, since you guys are part of the presentation. And Julie, WhatsApp the most?
This is Sandhya. I think India.
Sandhya says India. Okay.
I'm going to say the UK.
UK, that's a good one.
Michael also says India, since it's so heavily populated. Yes. China doesn't use it, so otherwise I'd say China.
How about you,
doesn't want to
Julie?
agree with me.
I would go with the U.S.
US, okay. Well, you're going to have to stick around to find out what the answer is. So today's presentation, like I said, is on WhatsApp. We've broken the presentation into two parts. The first part is about 27 minutes. The second part is about 33 minutes. We'll open it up for some Q&A after each of the presentation. It's time for me to introduce our presenter of WhatsApp, Herbie Allen. Herbie, do you have any thoughts before we start our presentation?
Yeah, I'm just going to say that this was an interesting app to demo because there's so many facets of it. I've tried to cover mostly what you'll need to get around, so I didn't focus as much on things like, say, administering a group, for instance. I touched on it a little bit, but I hope I made this into something coherent and understandable. And even if you, there's a lot to take in, but this will at least give you an idea of how the app works and what it's capable of doing.
Thank you, Herbie. So I'm going to go ahead and have Julie mute everyone, and we'll go ahead and start with the first part of the presentation on WhatsApp. Namaste. This is Sree, and welcome to the ABBA Cafe. And in today's episode, we're going to take a look at a very popular app called WhatsApp. And it can be downloaded free from the App Store. I got introduced to WhatsApp about 3 years ago when my parents decided to move to India. At that time, my father took his US mobile number with him to India, and if I did want to call him using my mobile device to his mobile device, then my carrier Verizon would charge me a fee per minute for calling a US number located in India. But when I used WhatsApp, that call was absolutely free. Now, if I do need to reach out to anyone with my mobile device who lives outside the US, especially in Europe or in India, I use WhatsApp. But there's also another very important reason as to why I use WhatsApp, and that's the many different support organizations that I can join in group chats using this platform. So how big is WhatsApp? Here are the numbers. Globally, there are more than 3 billion users who use WhatsApp every month. So let's take a look at the top 3 countries that currently use WhatsApp. Starting at number 3 is Indonesia with 112 million users every month. Second is Brazil. There are more than 148 million users using WhatsApp each month. And who ranks number 1? Let's hear the drum roll. Well, it's India with more than 850 million users using WhatsApp each month. And when I was in India, I saw the true impact of the usage of WhatsApp. And that's because they use it for sending bills, invoices, receipts, pictures, messages, and even phone calls. They use WhatsApp as their primary source for this type of communication. And if you are curious as to where the United States lands when it comes to using WhatsApp, it's ranked number 4th with about 100 million users each month. And based on these numbers, I am sure everyone here will agree that this is a very popular app. And now it's time for me to introduce someone else who's very popular. It's our very own Herbie Allen, who's going to explain how this app works by going over some of these topics. That includes the app settings, how to make audio and video phone calls, messages, as well as voice messages, add contacts, groups, communities, as well as some other features inside WhatsApp. So Herbie, I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to you, and please let us know how to use WhatsApp.
Why WhatsApp? Sree has already given you some of his reasons with why he uses it regarding international calling and all that. So I'm going to give you my reasons. One of the big advantages with WhatsApp, of course, is that it is multi-platform. That means that anybody can use it, iPhone, Android, Windows, Mac, whatever. This means that when you are messaging or calling somebody, you don't have to worry about are they an iPhone user or not, or anything like that. This also really comes in handy for group messages because while you can do an iMessage group, if you have just one Android user, it becomes a texting group and some of the features that you get for groups no longer exist. With WhatsApp, this is not an issue whatsoever. It doesn't matter what platform the other person is using. You can have a group of 3 people, and you could have a group of 60 people, and 5 people could be Android users, 15, no matter what, the group stays the same no matter what. And this is especially useful for situations where you are a moderator, or if you want to leave a group, or whatever. And of course, it also means that you can have anybody in your group from any country and not have to worry about international charges. In addition to groups, by the way, it's also worth mentioning that WhatsApp supports what are called communities, and that can encompass a bunch of little groups. So you never know. One day, we might have an iBug Today community that has various groups, but that's for the powers that be to decide. I'm just going to show you all how to use the app. I think back to when we first did this app at an iBug Cafe in 2017, 2018. Since that particular demo, for those of you that were around and remember it, which might be a couple of you, things haven't changed too much. There's been a lot more additional features, but some of the basic functions of WhatsApp still are the exact same after all this time, which is pretty good from an accessibility track record because it means overall things haven't really broken too much. That has not always been the case, but right now it is definitely mostly accessible. I want to start though by talking about what you need to know regarding privacy and signing up for the service, because the two are kind of into one thing here. So you can download WhatsApp from the App Store just by going to the App Store and typing in WHATSAPP, and it will download the app. If you don't have an account, you'll sign up and you'll give it your phone number, and it sends you a text confirmation to confirm that indeed it is your phone number. You'll tell it yes and all that type of thing, and you're good to go. But what this means is that anybody within your WhatsApp contacts or a group that you join will have access to your phone number. There is no direct way around that particular issue. Now, when it comes to contacts, that can definitely be a useful thing because some people know that they can get a hold of you on WhatsApp. Also, if you sync it with your contacts, you'll know who are your contacts on WhatsApp, and that is the easiest way to find people. But if you don't want the WhatsApp world to know your phone number, you would be best served by getting a third-party phone number from a service like Google Voice that can receive texts and using that instead of your actual phone number. You can also set up WhatsApp after you've signed in to add an email address for confirmation purposes, but I do not believe you can do that at the initial sign up. It has to be a phone number. Now that we've taken a look at some of the preliminaries, let's open the app itself and see what we've got.
WhatsApp.
I'm now going to explore the app starting with the 5 tabs that we have on the bottom, starting with the one on the bottom left of the screen.
Selected. Updates. Tab. 1 of 5.
Notice that it's saying selected, so that means I am on the tab. Updates. This is an interesting tab where you can see things such as what are called channels. And channels are a little bit different than communities, and I will try to come back and explain them in a little bit. Channels are usually I've seen them as sources that provide information generally one way, but like I said, we'll talk more about that in a little bit.
Calls. Tab. 2 of 5.
This is self-explanatory. This is where you can see all the calls that you have made. It's also worth noting that WhatsApp supports both audio and video calling.
Communities. New notifications. Tab.
So if you just want to look at messages from communities, then you can do so in this tab.
Chats. 4 unread chats. Tab. 4 of 5.
This incorporates both your communities and your actual private chat messages.
You. Tab. 5 of 5.
And the You tab. And I'm going to, as always, start with that, because this is where you will find our settings and whatnot.
Search. Button. QR code. Button. Available. Profile photo. Button.
So what are you seeing here? You're seeing an option to search WhatsApp. You're seeing a QR code generator. This is used for if you're linking a computer with WhatsApp, but we're not really going to go into that much here. Your status, and in my case it's set to available. And, of course,
profile photo.
Profile photo, if you want to bother with that.
Herbie Allen. Button. Avatar. Button. Lists. Button. Broadcast messages. Button. Starred. Button. Linked devices. Button. Account. Button. Privacy. Button. Chats. Button. Notifications. Button. Storage and data. Button. Help and feedback. Button. Invite a friend. Button. Meta Account Center. Control your experience across WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and more. Button. Also from Meta. Heading. Instagram. Button. Facebook. Button. Threads. Button. Meta AI app. Button. Tab bar. Updates.
Okay, notice that there is a lot to unpack here. We're not going to go through all of it, but one thing I do want to comment on with the meta aspect is that does mean that WhatsApp does work with the meta glasses. In fact, I do believe you have to use Ira through that, but I could be mistaken now. You might be able to use Ira directly, but my point is that you can use WhatsApp with the meta glasses. So that is another advantage to knowing the app. Okay, we're not going to unpack every little detail here. I'm not, for instance, going to worry about all the meta stuff, but I'm going to focus on the app itself and some of the settings that you might want to be familiar with.
Profile photo. Herbie Allen. Button.
We're going to go to where it has my name and double tap.
Button. Image. Edit photo. Button.
I have a photo.
About. Heading. Available. Button.
So if I want to change my status, I can do that here.
Text field is editing. Available. Character mode. Insertion point at end.
I can change the name of my status here if I want. Notice it's saying insertion point at end.
Clear text. Visible in chats too. Everyone. Everyone. Link. Duration. 1 day. Button. Select. Heading. Green circle. Free to chat. Alarm clock. Slow to respond. Face rolling on the floor laughing. Hanging with friends. Airplane. Traveling. Fire. Feeling excited. Dismiss bottom sheet. Button.
So these are a bunch of different emojis you can switch to if you want. I have never changed these.
Q. Dismiss bottom.
So we're going to dismiss the bottom sheet and go back to our previous screen.
Name. Heading. Herbie Allen. Button.
I can change my display name.
Phone number. Heading.
And I'm not going to list the phone number here, but suffice it to say it lists the phone number that my account is linked to.
Links. Heading. Add links. Button.
If you want to add a link to your profile, you can do so.
Tab bar. Updates.
And then we're back to our tab bar.
Back button. Search. Button. Account. Button. Avatar. Button.
I don't do anything with the avatar.
Lists button.
Let's take a look at lists.
Any list you create becomes a filter at the top of your Chats tab. Create a custom list button. Your lists heading. Unread preset button. Favorites 1 button. Groups preset button. Available presets heading.
So these are different categories that some of them are predefined, like the unread and the favorites. You can create different ones.
Insert communities preset.
And this is something I should probably play around with a little bit more, because what it can do is categorize things. So I have several different communities that I am part of, so I could basically assign them all to one list, and I could go through and read through those, and then switch to a different list and read through all that if I want. And I will try to demonstrate this a little bit when we get to the chats.
Back button.
Starred.
Broadcast list.
And the next one we want is
broadcast.
Broadcast messages. So this is something I've not really played with. The idea, though, is you can make a list of people who you want to message, but the trick is they have to have you in their contacts. So this will only let you do that to people that you know. Great spam control, though, as it means that this can't be used to spam you.
Back button. Starred button.
Let's talk about starred next.
Message from Rhonda Stogner. You could call it Monday Madness. Double tap to view message. Voice message from Sue Ellen Mello.
These are messages that if you have starred, then you can find them here.
Transcribe button.
And one of the cool things about WhatsApp now is it can also transcribe messages too. I will say that I actually like the iOS transcription feature better, but this does work pretty well.
Double tap to view message. Replying to you. Message from Tina. Unstar.
And if I swipe down, I can unstar it. So let's do that and double tap.
Voice message from Sue. Skip backward. Unstar.
And now if I swipe through again with one finger down, or I can go up if I want.
Forward.
But I'm going down.
React. Pin. Report. End for admin read delete. Message Sue Ellen.
I can do the various message actions here. So it's actually the same as when we get to the chat window, but these are messages that I've starred. And why would we want to star a message? Well, so you can quickly get back to them later on.
Back button. Link devices button.
Link devices, I'm not going to show you here. Suffice it to say that if you have a Mac and you want to link it to your WhatsApp account, you will have to go here and then show your phone to the Mac screen and it'll link it. Windows, you actually have the option of just using your phone number instead, and that's the better way to go. I believe iPads can do the text option, but somebody will more than likely correct me on that.
Security notifications button.
Let's go to the account button, and we have several options under here.
Security notifications button.
We have security notifications.
Two-step verification button.
If you want to enable two-step verification, you can do that here.
Email address button.
I mentioned the email address function. If you want to add an email address to your account for verification purposes instead of getting a text message, you can do that here.
Passkeys button.
Passkeys, I don't do much with those. Suffice it to say that if you want to generate one to log into WhatsApp, you could do that here.
Change phone number.
If you have a different phone number and you want to change it to that, then you can do that here.
Request account info button. Delete my account button.
And I believe those last two are self-explanatory.
Account heading. Security notifications button.
Let's take a look at security notifications.
End-to-end encryption keeps your personal messages and calls between you and the people you choose. No one outside of the chat, not even WhatsApp, can read, listen to, or share them. This includes your text and voice messages, audio and video calls, photos, videos and documents, location sharing, status updates. Learn more. Show security notifications on this phone. Switch button off. Get notified when your security code changes for a contact's phone in an end-to-end encrypted chat. If you have multiple devices, this setting must be enabled on each device where you want to get notifications. Learn more. Learn more. Tab bar up.
Pretty techie stuff, but basically what this means is that you are pretty secure on WhatsApp, and they don't even store your data. If this is completely true or not, like can law enforcement get access to it? If they need to, that I couldn't tell you for sure. So for general purposes, it is still pretty secure.
Account. Back. Two-step verification. Button.
Let's take a look at that real quick. We're not going to set it up, but...
Create a PIN for extra security. Use the Learn More link. Create a PIN for extra security. Use the PIN to access your account. Learn more.
So if you want to set up a PIN to access your account, you can do that here.
Learn more. Turn on. Button. Tab bar. Update. Account.
And
back
like I said,
button.
we're not going to do that. And the rest is pretty similar things. Email, you can add an email address. It'll send you a link to verify that you're you, and so on and so forth.
Account. Heading. Back button.
All right.
Search.
We're going to go back to the previous screen.
Account. Account. Button. Privacy. Button.
And let's take a look at privacy.
Privacy checkup. Control your privacy and choose the right settings for you. Start checkup. Button. Heading. Control your privacy and choose the right settings for you. Start checkup. Start checkup. Link.
Now you'll notice that there's some buttons, and then if I keep swiping, there's a link right next to it that says the same thing. I don't know why they do that, but they both seem to do the exact same thing. Go to the place that you would expect them to.
Dismiss banner. Button. Last seen and online. Everyone. Button. Profile photo. Everyone. Button. About. Everyone. Button. Links. My contacts. Button.
So this means that anybody can see my photo, anybody can see my about info. So for instance, if somebody's wanting to verify that I am not a spammer because I'm requesting to join their group, then it means that I have a public profile.
Groups. My contacts. Button. Status. My contacts. Button. Live location. None. Button. List of chats where you are sharing your live location. Calls. Button. Contacts. Button. Disappearing messages. Heading. Default message timer. Off. Button.
So if you want your messages to disappear, you can set them to do so.
Start new chats with disappearing messages. Set to your timer. Read receipts. Switch button. On. If you turn off read receipts, you won't be able to see read receipts from other people. Read receipts are always sent for group chats. App lock. Button. Require Face ID to unlock WhatsApp. Chat lock. Button. Allow camera effects. Switch button. Off. Use effects in the camera and video calls. Learn more. Learn more. Link. Advanced. Button.
Probably nothing useful in advance. I imagine most of that is pretty self-explanatory. Things like, do you want to require Face ID to unlock your WhatsApp, for instance, and things like that. Let's take a look at advanced.
Block unknown account messages. Switch button. Off. To protect your account and improve device performance, WhatsApp will block messages from unknown accounts if they exceed a certain volume. Learn more. Learn more. Link. Protect IP address and calls. Switch button. Off. To make it harder for people to infer your location, calls on this device will be securely relayed through WhatsApp servers. This will reduce call quality. Learn more.
So the downside is that you do reduce the call quality, but the upside is you have more privacy. However, I don't really call anybody on here that I don't know, so I'm not overly worried about that.
Learn more. Link. Disable link previews. Switch button. Off. To help protect your IP address from being inferred by third-party websites, previews for the links you share in chats will no longer be generated. Learn more. Learn more. Tab bar. Updates.
And now we're back to the updates. So that's an idea of how the advanced options work.
Privacy. Back button. Back button. Link devices. Account. Privacy. Chats. Button.
Alright, let's take a look at chats.
Default chat theme. Button. Animations. Button. Choose whether emoji, stickers, and GIFs move automatically. Save to photos. Switch button. On. Automatically save photos and videos you receive to photos. Chat backup. Button. Export chat. Button.
Yes, so one of the options is you can export the chat.
Voice message transcripts. Button. Private processing. Button. Keep chats archived. Switch button. On. Archived chats will remain archived when you receive a new message. Move chats to Android. Button. Transfer chats to iPhone. Button. Archive all chats. Button. Clear all chats. Button. Delete all chats. Button. Tab bar. Up.
And what Archive does is it's a separate mailbox that prevents new notifications from coming in, and it can save things as they currently are.
Move. Archive chats will keep chat private. Voice message transcripts. Button.
Let's take a look at this real quick.
Read your voice messages. Heading. Choose how you want to receive transcripts. You can adjust this at any time. Learn more. Learn more. Receive transcripts. Heading. Selected. Automatically. See a transcript for every voice message. Manually. Tap transcribe when you want a transcript.
I like to have them display automatically because most of the time it's a lot quicker for me to just go through a transcript. If I need to, I will actually listen to the voice message, but if I can get the same info from the transcript, I will do so. Automatically means it'll show up to the right of the voice message. If I set it to manually, then I will have to ask for the transcript.
Never. Do not show transcripts. Transcript settings. Heading. Transcript language. English. United States. Button.
And that's all there is for that.
Chats. Back.
The next one that I want to show you are notifications.
Notifications. Message notifications. Heading. Show notifications. Switch button. Show notifications. Switch button. On. Sound. Note. Button.
So if you want to change the default sound, you can do so. Also, it's worth noting that you can also change the sound for a group that you're in, so it has a completely different notification sound.
Cancel. Button.
What I don't like is you are extremely limited to your sound options. So I will show you the sounds that we can choose from
in
here.
keys. Save. Alert tone. None. Button. Selected.
Oops, I had the wrong thing.
Note.
Here we go.
Default. Selected. Selected. Aurora. Button. Selected. Bamboo. Button. Selected. Chord. Button. Selected. Circles. Button. Selected. Select. Complete. Button. Selected. Hello. Button. Selected. Input. Button. Selected. Keys. Button. Selected. Popcorn. Button. Selected. Pulse. Button. Selected. Synth. Button. Selected. Classic. Heading. Bell. Button. Boing. Button. Glass. Button.
And you get the idea.
Selected. Boing. Button. Selected. Selected. Xylophone.
And you're
button.
limited here
Tritone.
too, so
Button.
you've got things like
Selected.
tritone.
Xylophone. Selected. Time passing. Button. Selected.
I just kind of skipped ahead a little bit here, but...
Cancel.
Alright, I
Cancel.
don't want it to change,
Back
so
button.
we're switching it to back, but you get the idea is you have different sounds you can choose from.
Show notifications. Switch button.
And you can explore these in more detail by yourself. I'm just giving you an overview.
Show notification. Sound. Reaction notifications. Switch button. Reaction notifications. Switch button. On.
And one thing I forgot to mention is that some of these options here in the notifications have two switch buttons, and you want the second one that you can double tap to toggle on and off.
Channels. Heading. Recommended channels. Switch button. Recommended channels. Switch button. On. Find out about channels that may interest you. Reminders. Switch button. Reminders. Switch button. On. Get occasional reminders about messages, calls, or status updates you haven't seen. Home screen notifications. Heading. Clear badge when viewed. Switch button. Clear badge when viewed. Switch button. On. Show total unseen messages and calls on the WhatsApp icon until you view them.
If you have notifications grouped, you'll know what this is talking about.
Nap notifications. Banners. Sounds. Vibrate. Button. Show preview. Switch button. Show preview. Switch button. On. Preview message text inside new message notifications. Reset notification settings. Reset all notifications.
And you can reset everything as well.
Back button.
Okay.
Search button. Chats. Notification. Storage and data button.
So, just a real quick note about this one. You can delete all the data that's in your WhatsApp if you need to clear off space on your phone.
Manage store. Network. Heading. Network usage button. Use less data for calls. Switch button. Off. Proxy button. Media quality. Heading. Upload quality. Standard. But auto download quality button. Media auto download. Heading. Photos. Wi-Fi. Audio. Wi-Fi and cellular button. Video. Wi-Fi and cellular.
And from here you can adjust how media works. So if you want to be able to only receive audio and video attachments on Wi-Fi and not cell data, for instance, you can double tap one of these options.
Never button. Video. Heading. Never button.
You can set it to never.
Wi-Fi button. Selected. Wi-Fi and cellular button. Tab bar. Updates.
Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi and cellular, and you just double tap the one that you want, and then you go to the back button.
Storage. Video. Photos. Audio. Video. Documents. Reset auto download setting. Voice messages are always automatically downloaded.
And just to expound on that a little bit more, basically what it's saying is that media attachments automatically download to your phone, such as MP3 files or documents or whatever. And that does not apply to voice messages because, as you heard it say, they are automatically downloaded.
Back button. Notification, storage, and data button, help and feedback button, invite a friend button, meta account center.
And that takes us through all of the WhatsApp settings. Let's pause here and see if you have any questions on what I've covered so far before we get into the rest of the app, including calls, texts, the whole 9 yards.
We're going to open it up for some questions. We don't use the raise hand feature. Just state your name and I'll call upon you. I'll ask everyone else to stay muted while the conversation comes to an end.
My name is Jan.
Hi, Jan. And what's your question?
Hi, Herbie. That was outstanding, Herbie. You have great expertise in WhatsApp. It's quite amazing. Was there a visual presentation to go along with your audio?
No.
Got it.
Yep, we do everything via voiceover, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but one thing, when it comes to visual and voiceover, they don't always follow exactly anyway, so it would be more off-putting, but yeah, it's strictly audio.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, who's got the next question on things that Herbie covered related to app settings inside WhatsApp?
This is Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
Herbie, what is a reaction notification? And the other question that I have is talk about setting up a third-party phone number through Google.
So that you will need the Google Voice app or go to the Google Voice website for. That is a whole nother presentation in itself. Google Voice, you might end up with more choices. Reactions are, and I'll talk more about this in detail on the second half of the demonstration, but basically it's your, like in a regular iMessage, somebody can like your message or react on a Facebook post, like they can like it or whatever. But in the second half, I'll go over the specific reactions that WhatsApp gives, which are very different and more extensive than what we get by default with the iPhone.
All right, thanks, Herbie. Any questions? Since I'm not hearing any more questions, we'll go ahead and Julie, go ahead and mute everyone else. And we'll go ahead and start on the second part of our presentation where Herbie's going to go in details on the usage of WhatsApp.
Now, let's take a look at the other tabs, and we're going to go in the sequential order, starting with the Updates tab.
Updates tab. Selected. Updates tab. 1 of 5.
So I double tapped the bottom left-hand side of my phone screen, and now I'm going to do a 4-finger single tap to go to the top.
More. Button.
And I've got a More button.
More. Updates. Heading. Search. Search field.
And I'm just swiping right.
Status. Heading. Status camera. Button. Compose text status. Button. Add status. Disappears after 24 hours. Channels. Heading. Explore. Button. AP News. Saturday. Estados Unidos Gobernador Venezuela hasta que se produzca una transición adecuada. Anunció el presidente Donald Trump el sábado.
Unfortunately, that's in Spanish.
Find channels to follow. Expanded. Button. WLRN News. 26,000 followers. Follow WLRN News.
So what these channels seem to be, from what I can tell, is they distribute information. So like here is a news channel.
Mail Sport Vertical Line. Lionel Messi flag of Argentina. Follow Mail Inter Miami CF Official. Verified. 1. Follow Inter Miami CF Official. Button.
So there's a follow button and the channel right before it.
Roblox. Verify. Follow Roblox. Paris Saint-Germain. Verify. Follow Bolivip Vertical Line Leo. Follow Minecraft. Verify. Follow WhatsApp. Verified. 232 million followers.
So what happens if we double tap on this?
Selected. Alert. Updates. Back button. WhatsApp. Verified user. 232 million followers. Heading. More. Button. Thursday. December 25th. Follow channel. Button. This channel has added privacy for your profile and phone number. Learn more. Learn more. Link. This channel.
So apparently if I follow it, people will not be able to see my phone number.
Follow channel. Button. Following.
So we'll follow this channel because I can.
GIF. Star sticker drop. Forward. Button. Friday. December 26th.
And now I'm actually in the channel itself.
July 7th, 2023. Heading. This channel has added privacy. Thursday. Message. Star channels ask, and you answer star thinking bubble. You can now connect with your favorite channels on a whole new level. Share your thoughts.
All right, can I get to the bottom of this?
Undo. Button. Following WhatsApp. Go to most recent message. Button.
Okay, we got a go to most recent message button. So I did a 4-finger single tap to get to the bottom of the screen. Now I'm going to double
Go to
tap
most
this.
recent message. Poll. Star if your Premier League faves were in a group chat, which player do you think would send the best HD photo of himself post-goal? Star. Select one or more. No votes. Double tap to interact with options and exit from options 10. 11.
So it looks like you can actually vote on a poll here in this channel.
Reactions. Forward. Vertical bar.
And at the end, there's a vertical scroll bar. So like I said, you can't really talk in the channel.
Reactions. Red heart. Poll.
But I can go back here and I can swipe down.
Star. Forward. React. Report. Send for admin. Delete. Transcribe. Transcript language. Activate default. Star.
So that gives you an idea of the channel. It's for a one-way type of communication.
Back. More. Button.
All right, let's go back to our updates tab.
Updates. Heading. Search. Status. Heading.
And status. This is something I've not really played with, but apparently you can create a temporary status.
Channels. Heading.
I'm now going to go to different headings.
Explore. Button. Heading. Find channels to follow. Expanded. Button. Heading.
And by the way, something else I forgot to quickly mention. Notice it said the Find Channels button was expanded. If I double tap...
Find channels to follow. Collapse. Heading.
Now this particular thing is going to be collapsed and I can go into the next thing without having to navigate through heading. So just know that in anything, whether it's WhatsApp or whatever, if you see something that says collapsed and you want to expand, when you double tap it, it will give you more options. But if you collapse, then you can just skim right over it.
Explore more. Button. Create channel. Button.
I could create a channel. I'm not going to do that right here because I don't have a reason to, but that might be something to experiment with at a later time.
Tab bar. Selected. Updates.
But there's one thing we did not look at the updates, and that was our More button. So let's go to the top.
More. Button.
And double
Select
tap.
channels. Button. Create channel. Button. Status privacy. Button. Dismiss context menu. Button.
And we have all the same options under one little umbrella.
Dismiss.
But to clarify, what I do think, though, is the select channels, that lets you reorganize the channels. And there's also, in the More option, the ability to create a channel, which is something I've not done.
Updates. Search. Status ads. Channel. Explore. WhatsApp. 10. AP News. Find channel.
So the WhatsApp and the AP News, by the way, you're hearing that, and you heard the AP News earlier, those are channels that I am now actually following. So those show up first. And I was hoping that the AP News one would actually update itself more, but as you can tell, the last post is on Saturday, and this recording is on the following Thursday. So that's how that goes. Okay, let's go to our calls tab now.
Tab bar. Communities. Calls. Tab. To have selected.
And if we go to the top,
clear. So clear. Button.
This is a clear button, so that will clear your entire history.
Selected. All. Button. 1 of missed. Button. 2 of 2. New call. Button.
So we've got call, missed. We can start a new call. And by the way, you can also start a call with Siri. You can just tell her to WhatsApp so-and-so.
Calls. Heading. Search. Search field.
I can
Actions
search
available.
through my history.
Favorites. Heading. More. Button. Room openers. Button. Start voice call. Button. Start video call. Button.
So it's
Actions
giving
available.
me, in this case, a group, and it's saying I can start a voice call, I can start a video call.
Recent. Heading. Grandpa Herb. Outgoing. Voice. Rejected. 1 call. 12/20.
You get the idea there, that it's telling me the last outgoing call I had got rejected. It was made in December, blah, blah, blah. Now, what options do I have here?
Delete.
I can delete this if I swipe down.
Activate default. Delete.
And that's it.
Heading not found.
And a little bit later on, I will try to show you what it's like to be on a call. But the basic idea is you'll get the phone ring, and then the other person will have options to answer or decline the call. And I will see what I can do about that a little bit later. Let's go on to communities.
Tab bar. Communities. New notifications. Tab. 3 of 5.
So I'm going to double tap.
New community. Heading. ACB volunteers. Heading. New groups day leads. This is for our scheduled day leads. Community hosts.
I want to stop here and talk about communities. There are 2 different levels of groups on WhatsApp. There are individual groups that you can create. then there are communities. So communities actually are smaller groups, but under one umbrella. And you can set the privacy of each group. So for instance, I am in a community that has Wordle Warriors, it has a general chat group, and anybody can join, but then there's like a female-only group, and you have to ask permission to join that one. There's another community that we now use for the ACB, and we have groups for hosting, streamers, and there are different groups for some other things that we do on there, but not everybody has access to every group within the community. Communities are really nice though. So for instance, you could have an iBug community where there's one group devoted to the Monday Night Call, another one devoted to MacBuzz, another one devoted to how great Sandhya is, and another one on how great Sree is. But you kept my point, I think, that that's how communities work. You cannot pin communities, but you can pin groups, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on. So here are the communities tab where you can see the communities that you are a part of.
ACB Volunteer, Haytel Refugees, heading. Blind Information Technology Solutions, heading.
Yes, Bits also has one.
986 Themix, heading. Announcements, announcement, heading not found, general, see all, tab, calls, tab, 2 of 5.
So then how do we navigate within a community? And I'm going
Blind
to
Information Tech, Haytel Refugee.
Use this public community to show you that.
New group Calzone briefs added, announcements, announcement group, community admin, message from Roger Cusson, link. Here is yet another cool on-the-go battery charging system to assist folks in charging and operating their Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. Ray-Ban Meta battery problem? Testing the Carina C1 wearable battery pack from Prismxer https://YouTube/2wi6k83m2.
And there's the rest of that link. So right now I'm just skimming in the community. I haven't actually opened it yet.
Wordle Warriors. One unread message. Voice message from Maybe Cat.
So I can now...
Cap W.
So let's say if I want to look at the Wordle Warriors, I can double tap that.
Compose message. Text field.
And now we are in how we would navigate a chat. So regardless of whether you are in a private chat, in a group, or in a community, once you get to the group or the private conversation, the navigation options are the same. So I'm right now in the edit field. So if I wanted to type something in here, I could do that. And I will show you a little bit later on what it's actually like to send a voice message to a group, but not this one.
Camera button.
If we swipe to the left, we've got a camera button.
Compose voice message
button. And to the right of the edit field is the voice message button.
GIFs, share media button.
GIFs, share media.
Start voice chat button.
Start voice chat, that's the equivalent of calling. And no, it does not actually call the group all at once. You do get like a notification and you can choose to answer. So it's not like how Facebook Messenger at least used to be where everybody got called all at once.
Info, transcript unavailable button. Voice message from Maybe Cat. Duration, 1 minute, 6 seconds, 22:48, 0 seconds.
And this one does not allow transcriptions, it looks like.
One unheard message, not useful, link, useful,
oh, no, this
link.
One. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a minute. First of all,
one unheard voice message.
Notice it's saying Maybe Cat. So one thing it will do in a group is it will try to identify the person and give them a name. I should also clarify that even in a private message that you get from somebody, instead of a phone number, you will most likely get a potential display name. So it might say Maybe Cat or maybe Herbie or whatever. If you want to, you can add them to your phone contacts, and I'll show you all that in a little bit. Right now, what if I want to hear this message? I'm going to double tap.
Yeah, yesterday's was the oomph, wasn't it? I'm telling you.
And while this is playing,
pause voice message.
If I swipe to the right, I've got a pause voice message.
Voice message position. 12 seconds of 1 minute. 6 seconds.
I can swipe up or down to rewind or fast forward.
12 seconds of 1 minute. 6 seconds of 1 minute. 6 seconds.
And it pauses it while you're rewinding or
12,
fast
9,
forwarding.
20, 30, 39 seconds of play voice message.
And then I swipe back to the left to play.
Pause voice message.
That was definitely not a word I think of as really a
play voice message.
Okay, so I'm pausing this again. Something else I want to tell you about voice messages on WhatsApp If you are using the regular phone, no headphones or anything like that, if you move the phone to your ear, it will switch to the earpiece, and vice versa. If you move your phone away from your ear, it'll switch back to the speaker. So know that as well about WhatsApp.
Voice message. Play voice message. Pause voice
All right,
message.
let's get it playing again.
Voice message. Normal speed button.
We can adjust the speed of a message.
1.5 times.
People make it, but anyways.
2 times speed button.
Oh, wait, was that yesterday's? That might not even been yesterday's. Wait, that's 2 days
Normal
ago.
speed
Are you
button.
talking about
Info.
or a different
Transcript
one?
unavailable.
And it could not transcribe that message. But that's what you can do with a voice message. So if you want to speed it up, or if you want to rewind or fast forward, it's very easy to do once you get the voice message playing. Now let's take a look at a transcript of a message real quick.
One not used. Was this today's word voice message from maybe Leanne Nelson. Duration 7 seconds. 17.
So WhatsApp seems to struggle when the message is a lot longer, but shorter ones it does fine with. And let's swipe to the right.
Today's Wordle took me 4. I'll take it since I didn't get yesterday's.
Yes. All right. I got it in 4 today too. And then interesting with WhatsApp.
Was this transcript useful or not useful? Useful. Link.
I thought it was useful. It seemed to transcribe it very well. If I go back and listen to the
voice
message and
from maybe
confirm.
Leanne Nelson.
Today's Wordle took me 4. I'll take it since I didn't get yesterday's.
Okay, so yeah, you heard how well it transcribed that.
Voice message.
So
Today's Wordle was this.
I don't always
useful?
answer these is this transcription useful thing, but I'm going to show you all what it's like.
Thank you. Your answer was submitted.
So I double tap
Thank you
the
for helping
link.
us make transcripts better. Done. Button.
And then I just double tap the done button.
Dismiss bottom sheet. Community. Wordle warrior.
And that basically tells them if the transcript is useful or not, and if you give them feedback, then they know better how to work the service. So I do rely on transcripts a lot because if I'm listening to other things on the phone, I don't always want to hear the actual voice message. And yes, I also do that with iMessages as well. So yeah, if you send me a voice message, odds are I might read the transcript first and listen to it later on.
Word communities. Back button.
Okay, what else can I do with a message?
Today's Wordle took me 4. I'll take it. Voice message.
So if I go back to the voice message, I can swipe down.
Skip backward. Star. Skip
Oh
backward.
yeah, we gotta skip backwards.
Activate default. Skip forward.
And if I swipe up, it'll take me to skip forward. But let's go back to skip
Star.
backwards and then star. Remember I showed you the star thing earlier where those end up?
Reply.
I can reply. Now this reply is to the actual group. It is not a private one. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Forward.
I can forward this message to somebody else.
React.
I can react. So if I double tap that.
Thumbs up. Button. Red heart. Button. Face with tears of joy. Button. Surprised face with open mouth. Button. Crying face. Button. Hands pressed together. Button. Party popper. Button. Okay hand. Button. Clapping hands. Button. Smiling face with hearts. Button. Smiling face holding back tears. Button. Loudly crying face. Button. Add custom reaction. Button.
You've got a lot of reactions here.
Hand cry. Face with red thumbs
And
up.
of course
button.
I get to these reactions by swiping right. I'm going to
Thumbs
react
up.
with
Communities.
a thumbs up.
Back button. Compose message.
And I
Text
should
field.
write something to
Compose
the group.
message.
So
Braille screen input. Cap. Space. G. O. T. X. In. Writing help is now available.
That's nice.
Dot 4.
So I just wrote that I got it in 4 as well. And I'm going to send that.
Stopping
Of course, I
Braille
just use
screen
Braille screen
input.
input. Your send button is above the P, as in with any messaging app. Well, most messaging apps.
Your message. Reply. Button. Info. Transcript unavailable. Button.
And
Voice message from maybe cat.
I could have replied to her.
Reaction.
But let's go back
Today's
to the
reply.
voice message
Button.
thing here.
Voice message from maybe cat.
Now, if I swipe down again.
Stop. React. Pin.
All right, I can pin a message so I can see it at the top of my list.
Report.
I can report.
Send for admin review. Delete. Reply privately.
Reply privately. So if I wanted to send a private response to somebody, this is the one I would tap, but the other reply goes to the actual group.
Add to contacts.
Add to contacts.
Message plus.
And I can also send it as a new message.
Transcribe. Transcript language. Add to
So what
contacts.
if I want to add to contacts? If I double tap that.
Text field. Is editing. Cat. Insertion point at end.
So it fills in the first name.
Clear text. Last name. Text field. Phone. Mobile. United States. Country code. +1. Text field. Phone. Text field. Sync contact to phone. Switch button. On. New contact. Done. Dim. Button.
But it's actually not letting me add to contacts from this window, not the way it used to.
New contact.
That's not nice.
Heading. Done. Dimmed. But text field. New cancel.
But
button.
there is a way around that. Okay, let's take a look at what else you can do within a group.
Wordle Warrior.
And by the way, I want to mention that as a non-admin, you cannot actually delete a message, but if you do delete a message as an admin, it will give you options to delete just for you or for the whole group. And I will maybe talk a little bit about moderation tools in a little bit, but this is more of an idea of just how to use the app in general.
App W. With Wordle Warriors.
So let's go to the top of the list. That's where I'm at right now. And if I double tap where it's saying Wordle Warriors.
Wordle Warriors. Back button. Group info. Heading. Edit group. Button. Wordle Warriors. Heading. Group in Haytel Refugees. 13 members. Button.
So it's telling me which community I'm in. There's 13 members.
Audio call. Button. Video call. Button.
I'm just swiping right here.
Search group. Button. Haytel Refugees. Community. Add group description. Button. Media. Links and docs. None. Button. Starred. None. Button. Notifications. Button.
Notifications. This is something I want to show you real quick.
Messages. Heading. Mute notifications. No. Button.
So let's say that you're in one of those chatty groups, but you want to just look at it periodically and don't get notifications from it. You can mute the notifications from here.
Alert tone. Default note. Button.
You can also change the alert tone, and it's the exact same process that I showed you earlier with the default alert tones. I do this quite a bit, actually, so I can identify different groups just by the alert tone.
Calls. Heading. Mute notifications. No. Button. Mute notification. Calls. Heading.
And you can mute notifications for calls if you need to. And now we're going to go to our back button.
Notifications. Button. Chat theme. Button. Save to photos. Default. Button. Disappearing messages. Off. Button. Lock chat. Lock and hide this chat on this device. Switch button. Off. Advanced chat privacy. Off. Button. Encryption. Messages and calls are end-to-end encrypted. Tap to learn more. Button. 13 members. Heading. Search. Button. Add members. Button. You available.
So if I was an admin or I had permission to, I could add members.
Maybe Sue. +1.
Okay, so now I can see different members here.
Julie Waring.
And if I wanted to add somebody to my contacts, I can't swipe down. What you do is you double tap on their name.
Profile picture. Image. +1. Tilde.
Well, you can do more than just add to contacts.
Message. Button.
You can message them.
Audio call. Button.
I can audio call them.
Video call.
Video.
Button. Create new contact. Button.
Create new contact.
Media. Links and docs. Button. Starred. Not. Encryption. 3 groups in Wordle Warriors. Haytel Lisa's Advent. Clear chat. Block +1. Report +1.
Or I can block them, report them. And so again, it may seem a little bit interesting. Why would you want to add somebody to your contacts from WhatsApp? In my case, there are different reasons. One, you might want to be able to find them easily. 2, it's a whole lot quicker sometimes to hear the name instead of maybe before their name. Or you don't want to as well, and that's perfectly fine. But again, just know that you can do that. And that somebody can also do that to you as well if you are in a WhatsApp group.
Maybe Sue.
Okay, we don't need to go through all the members of this. What I am going to do now is go to our next tab and show you what it's like to send a voice message.
Your message. I got it. Voice message. But communities.
So let's get out of here.
Communities. You. Tab. 5 of 5.
All right, so while we're in the group, we could not get to the actual tabs, but now we can.
Chat. Selected. Chats. Tab.
So let's go to our chats tab because this is where the group is that I need to send the message to.
Camera. More. Button. New chat. Button.
All right, I'll show you how to make a new chat in a minute.
Chats. Heading. Search. Selected. All. Unread. 2 of 4. Button.
So here are those lists. I've got all chats, unread.
Favorites. 3 of
Favorites.
4. Groups. 4 of 4. New list. Button.
I can start a new list.
Archived. Button. Community hosts. Message from.
Okay, so there's a group here. Now, one thing you can do is you can pin chats to the top of your list, but you are limited to just 3. And if you want to pin a group within a community, you can do that. Just double tap on the community, then find the group and pin it, and you can get to it from outside of the community without actually having to double tap within the community and finding it. But like I said, the downside is you're limited to just 3.
Let's play Dice World. Message from Frank Facio.
Let's play Dice World? Okay,
Compose
so
message. Text.
this is a group I'm actually an admin of, so I could actually do a few more things here.
Let's play Dice World.
But that reminds me a couple things I did not actually show you in the more options.
Let's play group edit. Let's play dice group. Voice search for media stop notification chat save to.
I want to get past the members.
60 members. Search button heading not found. Add members but invite via you. Add invite.
Oh yes, you can also add somebody via WhatsApp link to a group. They can click on the link and join it that way. Or if you know somebody's information and you have them in your contacts, that's another reason why you might need to add somebody to your contacts, because you can add somebody to a group that's in your contacts. You cannot manually type in their phone number though.
Frank Facio. Created by you. Created report group button exit group button.
So if we go to the bottom of the screen, you've got who it's created by, which in this case this group is created by me, report group, and there's an exit group to the left of that.
Clear chat button, export chat button, add to list button, add to favorites button, see all.
So just know that you can leave a group at any time. Okay.
Let's play dice. Chats, back, voice message.
Where am I? Okay, voice message. So when sending a voice message, I've got 2 options. I can press and hold and then let go to send, or I can press and swipe my finger up to lock it in place and then find the send button when I am done. I'm going to do the simpler method, but the advantage of the second one is you do have a little bit more options, and I'll show you that in a minute. Alright, gang, just a quick reminder that tomorrow, or in some cases already today, we're going to be playing Farkle Bonus in Clubhouse. Room will open 15 minutes before, so around 10:45 Central. We will be playing Farkle Bonus. I think I just said that. Maybe I didn't. I have no idea. I'm hopeless. The Clubhouse room has already been updated to reflect that. Okay, so I just sent that message. You heard that little click.
Compose camera, GIF, share media, start voice chat, your voice message.
Hey, did this work? Alright, gang, just a quick reminder.
Skip back, activate default.
It did.
Skip star.
Tomorrow,
skip, activate, pause voice message.
Alright, let's pause that. So, remember one of the options I showed you was pinning? This can be useful as a group admin. Maybe you've got an important announcement, and so you want it to be at the top of the group.
Skip, star, reply, forward, react, info, pin.
So, I'm going to double tap pin.
Choose how long your new pin lasts. Heading. You can unpin at any 24 hours. Button. 7 days. But 30 days. Button. Cancel. Button.
So you can pin a message for 24 hours, 7 days, or 30 days.
24 hours. Button.
I just need this
Dismiss
pin for 24 hours.
Chat. Back button.
And now my message will be at the top of the list. So when people double tap the group, they'll know I'm important. No.
Left chats. Back button.
It doesn't quite work like that. Okay, let me show you the other way of sending a voice message.
Voice message.
And this is, I'm going to double tap and hold, and I'm going to swipe up.
Recording locked.
And now it's saying recording locked. So that means I can sit here and talk as long as I want. And this means that I can just sit here and I'm not holding the phone button or anything like that. So it's a little bit more freeform. Now, what if I wanted to send this message?
Turn on view once. Button. Pause voice message recording. Button.
Oh, I can pause it.
Pause voice message. Send voice message. Cancel. Button. Resume voice message recording. Button. Cancel.
So I can resume or I can cancel that.
Cancel.
Crap. There we go. Now it is done and not sent. So that's the advantage with the swipe up method to lock into places. Not only do you have to not have to hold the button down, you can have an additional set of options. All right, so what if I wanted to send a new message to somebody? Okay, I'm going to go to new chat now.
Camera, button, new chat, button, new chat, heading.
So how do I find somebody?
Close, search name or number, search field. Section index. Adjustable.
So now I can see everybody in my contacts.
New broadcast. Button. Frequently contacted. Heading. Let's play community host. Streamers / contacts on WhatsApp. Heading. Herbie Allen. A. Heading. Haley Agers.
And it's showing now all the people that I have on WhatsApp in my contacts.
E. Heading. Share 900 Victoria Ziegler. Share invite link button.
Or I can send an invite link, I guess, to a private conversation. Okay.
Invite in cap Z cap Y cap double cap V cap U cap T heading cap S heading cap R.
I could have also used a section index, but I just went by headings here to find.
Ruth. Search name or number. Cap S cap T R E.
So we're going to search for Sree.
Search result. Missing Q. Search, share, invite link, new contact, more, heading, contacts, Sree B. Roy.
There we go.
Hey
okay,
there.
That was a little
I am
bit
using WhatsApp.
Hard to find, but
compose message, text field is insertion.
Now I'm in
point
a private
at
conversation with him,
Braille
and
screen
I can
input.
say
Dot
this
T
is just a text message to show
space
everyone
every
what
T space
sending
ing space
one is like
space
in
it's dot T
WhatsApp.
space in stopping Braille
Okay,
screen
so the
input.
one thing I did
Message.
not do earlier was show you how to find the send button.
Share media button, writing help, send button.
But we also
writing
have a
help,
writing
button.
help if I want to play with that.
Keyboard. Send button, toggle sticker tray expansion button, a writing help from Meta AI. Craft the perfect message with wording and style
So I'm
suggestions
just swiping to
that
the
only you
right.
can see. Get started button.
Oh,
button.
we'll get started.
Get started.
Why not?
Get more done with Meta AI using private processing. Summarize unread messages. Quickly recap the conversations you missed. With some get writing help and more, wording and style. Your chats stay private. Private, learn more. Private processing is covered by privacy policy. A. Continue button.
All right, so it looks like
Dismiss
we can get
bottom
chat
she
summaries
chats.
too.
Back
Okay.
button. Suggestion loaded. Keyboard button. Send
So,
toggle
what if
sticker
I wanna
tray
take a look
expansion.
at-
This is just a sample text message to demonstrate what sending a private message on WhatsApp is like. 1 of 5 button.
So I have different choices now I can choose from for it to be reworded.
Here's an example of a private message on WhatsApp. Just to give you an idea of what it's like to send 1, 2 of 5. I'm sending this text message to show everyone what a private message on WhatsApp looks like when you send 1, 3 of 5. Reload, 4 of 5. Private processing, 5 of 5.
Okay,
I'm
I
sending
like
this-
option 3 the best, so out of the 3 that we did have, so I'm going to double tap that.
I'm sending this text message to show reload, 4 of 5.
And now I can
this
either
tool,
swipe to
toggle
the
sticker
send
tray,
button,
send button,
which is what I'm going to do, or I can
send button,
look for it right above the P, like I said, and double tap.
compose message.
And there you go. I hope he has this do not disturb on, or he's up later than I am, because, yeah. Anyway, we love you, Sree. Again, I'm in a private conversation.
Camera, share your message. Share media button.
I could share media. Let's take a look quickly at what this is like.
Keyboard. GIFs and camera. But compose voice photos button. Camera button. Location button. Contact button. Document button. Poll button. Event button. AI images button. AI images.
So there's different things I could choose from to send him.
Event poll contact button. Document button.
So let's take a look at the document here. What does that
Choose
cover?
document. Heading. Set. Choose. Scan document. Choose photo or video button. Choose from files button.
Oh, we can choose from files.
Recents.
All right.
Heading. Sue Ellen Mello. Ron Brooks. The One You Love 1.3.
So even though it says documents, it incorporates any type of files. Right now it is showing my iCloud drive.
Heading not found. Abby. Michael Byington. Holly. Icon. Recents. Heading. Cancel. Button. Search. Disco Decades. 80. Disco. The Herbie Allen.
All right. So can we get past recent?
Tab bar. Browse. Share. Select. The
Oh, we
tab
can.
bar.
Okay.
Browse. Shared. Browse. Tab.
So what this is doing is this is showing the Files app.
Browse. On my icons. But cancel. Button. Search. Search. On my iPhone. Heading. Browse. Back button.
And if I go to the Browse
Cancel.
Back button,
Browse. More. Favorites. Location. On my iPhone. Dropbox. Button.
so my Files app is showing Dropbox. So
Browse.
you get the
Cancel.
idea there. The
Cancel.
Files app is another demonstration altogether if you don't know how to use
Location.
it.
But contact. Sree B. Start video. Start voice call with Sree
Oh yeah,
B.
I can start a video
Roy.
call with
Button.
Sree, a voice call.
Today. Heading.
And there you go. So I hope you were able to get out of this demo basically that WhatsApp is a very powerful tool. It can do calls, texts, group chats, group calls, audio, video. You can share files, and you can communicate with anybody around the world on any platform just using WhatsApp. And this concludes my presentation.
All right, Herbie, thank you. This concludes our presentation on WhatsApp. We're going to open it up for some questions again. We don't use the raise hand feature. Just state your name, and I'll call upon you. Julie, if you can go ahead and unmute everyone. Go ahead, Sadi.
I just wanted to talk about the broadcast feature. The broadcast feature is that you can create a broadcast list and then sending multiple, like you can send one message to multiple people at the same time. So you don't have to go in to each person and send them a message. You can just go into this list, paste one message, and it will go to all the recipients that are on that list. So I just wanted to share that information.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Pat.
Go ahead, Pat.
You said you could give access to your contacts, or you could add someone from your contacts.
Yes.
I must have missed that.
When you first set up WhatsApp, it'll ask you if you want to import from your contacts.
So you would select them one by one, or?
No, whenever an app asks about importing your contacts, you just give it permission and it imports the contact list, and then it'll tell you like which one of your contacts. It'll give you the list of contacts who have WhatsApp.
Use that app, huh? Okay.
Use that app, yep. There was somebody else, I think, trying to speak before Pat.
Okay.
That was me, Farah.
Yes.
Go ahead, Farah.
I have a question regarding downloading or transferring contact lists to WhatsApp. Which one is easiest and fastest way to download the selected contact name that you want? Because when I start to do that, transfer all the companies, doctors, and everybody, which I didn't want to have all of them in my WhatsApp.
Because I've never transferred because everything always syncs up. What are you transferring from exactly? I'm a little bit confused.
Probably I use wrong terminology. When I start WhatsApp, then I don't remember, it's because it's many years ago. And then I see that all my contact, no matter what or who, got into my WhatsApp contact list.
I see. So you're seeing all your non-WhatsApp contacts as well.
Yes.
Interesting. Because I've always seen it imports them all, but I think it only shows you the ones that are actually in your contacts. Let me see if there's a filter that I've overlooked, but open WhatsApp.
I was going to say, if it's something that you may need to research, we can always bring it up on the Monday call. It's the same link that you logged in and signed in today. It's the same one that's for all our activities. It's the same Zoom link.
I see. So I can use today's. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Herbie, do you have a quick way to find the answer, or do you think you need to do a little bit of homework?
I'm just taking a quick look here, but...
All right, go ahead and take a quick look, and then if not, we'll bring it up on the Monday call.
I'm just seeing I'm definitely only seeing my WhatsApp contacts. One question I do have though for you, even many years ago it wasn't any different, but have you tried it more recently?
No.
So the first thing I think I would honestly do, you might want to take another look at WhatsApp and actually see if that is indeed still the case. I've never seen it show people outside of WhatsApp, and I'll do some more double checking, but I've never seen it do that, and I've been using it for a long time, so.
Okay, I checked that. Thank you.
All right, fair. We'll try to find the answer for you.
Thank you.
Okay, who's next?
Rosetta Stone from Kanye.
Oh, go ahead, Rosetta.
Okay, so thank you, Sree, for having Herbie. And Herbie, you've done an excellent presentation today. I only knew a few things of WhatsApp, and that's how to make a call and to receive a call. Now I see there's so many things I can do now, and I appreciated when you came on and you said that it's goes across multiple platforms, because someone had asked me that question the other day. But my question is, when you get a call and you're not in WhatsApp, when you try to make a call and you're not in WhatsApp, will it go? Or you have to have the WhatsApp application open to make a phone call?
Well, you have to have the WhatsApp application installed on your phone. I don't know that you have to have it, because if you ask Siri to make a WhatsApp call, then it would open the WhatsApp app. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you will have to have it open because it's not built in like the phone app on the iPhone. So, and unfortunately, I didn't really get a chance to demo that much, so I forget now if it has a separate call window now. But yes, you will still need to have the app open.
Thank you so much.
So Herbie, just got a question. So occasionally when I open my contacts, and I'm about to make a call, it gives me, do I want to call the mobile or WhatsApp? Is that coming from me having that WhatsApp open, or is
Yes, yeah, it's one of the changes that iOS has recently made where it's, and probably inspired by the fact that, like, in India, you mentioned how in India they use it as their default calling app. I think that Apple is acknowledging that maybe people don't want to use the default phone app to make phone calls, but so they're trying to allow for a little bit more integration for, like, say, WhatsApp, where that can be an option where you can trigger the call through WhatsApp.
Yeah, thank you.
Gary?
Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, I have an issue where for some reason I'm not able to play voice messages. Is there a setting I need to change?
Have you tried reinstalling the app?
I have not.
That's the first thing I would try, because there's no reason why you should not be able to play voice messages. The first thing I would try is reinstalling the app, because they play by default. Otherwise, I would try swiping down on a voice message to the play button and see if that works.
Yeah, okay. I will try that.
Who's next?
Sarah from Norman, Oklahoma.
Go ahead.
When I'm recording a voice message on WhatsApp, because I travel with my parents sometimes, so I'm in a group where normally all we do are voice messages to each other. But occasionally when it's late at night, we're in a hotel room, and I want to respond to what they're discussing, and I compose a message rather than do a voice message, I type one. Well, that's fine. But as soon as I send it, how do I get my keyboard to hide again? So that, because sometimes the keyboard just stays up. And the only way I've ever been able to get it to hide is to get out of the chat and get back in it. And then the keyboard's hidden.
So are you using any type of external keyboard or anything like that?
No, I'm not. I noticed, Herbie, that you're like me. You're a huge
Braille screen input
fan. I love Braille screen input. So that's all I ever use.
So the first thing you'll want to do is make sure you deactivate Braille screen input by moving your fingers in close, and that will deactivate. That'll get you out of Braille screen input, and then you should have your normal edit field back.
It's like the virtual keyboard is still showing.
Interesting. Okay, because mine definitely was not still showing the other day.
Christina?
Yes.
If you put VoiceOver Focus on that virtual keyboard and then do your scrub gesture, your Z gesture, it will clear.
But what now?
So touch your virtual keyboard.
Right.
And then do your Z gesture, like your back gesture. It's a two finger, you kind of draw a Z with two fingers.
Okay.
And that'll do it.
I kind of see what you're talking. I was just able to touch a part of the screen after I hit the send button, and that brought it back into regular focus for me. So I'm just so used to doing that. It's not even something it's kind of just comes naturally. So
I also wanted to ask you real quick, because my mom and dad are thinking about getting on WhatsApp, because I just got a pair of meta glasses for Christmas, and we like the idea that I can call them and they can see where they're leery of, like, sharing, their contacts and all that stuff. Is it really a good, I have never had any scams or anything or any weird calls on WhatsApp, but is it really recommended? And I have synced my phone contacts with it because I've never had a problem, but is it really risky to do that?
Oh, that is a very debatable question. First of all, I will tell you, I've used WhatsApp for a number of years, going back to at least 2017. It was, like I said, I mentioned the fact that I've been on this so long that Raul and I did a demonstration of WhatsApp on an iBud cafe back in the day. But some people argue that you should not share your contacts because that, provides them information on other people to find and spam and whatever. But I've never had any problem with it. I've not heard of anybody having any problem with it. But the sharing of contacts, it makes things a lot easier, but it is optional. So if they're leery about it, they can still get on WhatsApp and not do it. But I personally have, I personally think it's a very useful thing because...
This is Terry.
Yes.
Go ahead, Terry.
There is a way that you can change your settings so that people can't just get a hold of your phone number and start sending you WhatsApp messages that you don't want. You can make it so that in order for somebody to join your group or your individual contact as a WhatsApp user, they have to either have the link or be invited to join.
I just want to understand, is it individual users having access to the contacts, or is it Meta having users your contact information?
Well, I'm just saying that they don't have WhatsApp on their phone. So when I install it for them and, or whatever, and, I just want to be able to do what they want. But I just, if they were to say, now, wait a minute, Sarah, it's wanting me to sync my contacts. Is that a good idea? I think it's okay. But, I want to make sure.
Yeah, I think to me, I'm not so, and Herbie could correct me or he could say something else. To me, I'm not worried about, like, Herbie has my contact. I'm more worried about what is Meta. Do they have access to those contacts? Because I'm giving permission to all the contacts. Herbie, do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, well, this is where you could have a debatable issue. Do they have that info? Are they doing any harm with it? And the way I see it personally is your name already, if you're on the internet, you're already out there. You don't have anything to worry about, but that's just my a bit cynical opinion. I will also just real comment to you, Terry, is one thing I did not really touch on was group admin stuff. I wasn't sure if there'd be an interest in that or not, so that's why I didn't focus on that, but I can always talk about that another time on how to actually administer a group within WhatsApp. But yeah, you have a lot of privacy controls in admitting a group, but that's a whole different realm than just the issue is it safe to give your contacts and does Meta have them? And just one other thing, the way I see it too, is half the people in your contacts are probably on Facebook anyway, even if they're not on WhatsApp. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah, go ahead, Terry.
You can also fix it as an individual too, so you don't have to it doesn't have to be just with a group, but you can fix it so that somebody can't just join your chat, your individual chat, your personal chat without your permission. And yeah, I mean, there are people who really don't want their contacts shared on the internet. I mean, some people feel very strongly about that. Some people don't. I've been using WhatsApp since 2017, and I've not had a problem, but I will say that I've had people who refuse to use WhatsApp because they don't want their number in my contacts as a possibility of being, discovered by somebody else. So I think it's pretty safe for the reasons that people have already mentioned, and I've been using it for 9 years now. So that's my thought.
All right, thank you. All right, who's next?
Randy.
Go ahead, Randy.
Hey, Herbie, thank you for that overview. That's a busy app with all those features that it has. I have a question about communities. When you were going through your list, you had like a blind tech group, ACB, Wordle group, and some others. And at one point, I heard the focus go on to, I think it was a button that said see all. When you activate see all, is that where you see all of the possible groups you can join, so to speak? And also, is there a way to search for a group so you don't have to like browse through a whole bunch of them? You can just search for maybe a keyword for a group.
Okay, so yeah, the see all would show me all the communities that I'm part of, and yeah, there's a search bar at the top that you can search for a group or a person or whatever and find them quicker that way.
Okay, thank you.
And as to whether communities are findable, because some communities are not always findable because of privacy things. I can tell you, like if I go into the group admin side of things, I can just say that you do have to be leery of spammers, and but there are ways to control that.
Herbie, I did have a question. Is there a way to use WhatsApp by manually entering a number that's not in your contacts?
Good question. I have never found a way to do that. You can definitely message somebody that's not in your contacts. And there's a number of ways to do that. Like if you see somebody in a group and you go down to private message them. So you can definitely do that. But I don't think I've ever seen a way to call somebody that is not first in your contacts. Anybody has a workaround for that? I'd be curious to know, just in case I ever need it.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
If nothing has changed, you can try to create a new contact and then just paste the number there manually. And if they have WhatsApp, then it will give you an option to call them or message them. So you can do that manually. So you can just paste the number in that contact there.
Yeah, I ran into an issue where I had to call India, but I didn't have their number. It was an international number. I was trying to add it to, or manually try to call it through WhatsApp, and I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Yeah, you have to do, this is Herbie, you have to do what she said, is create a new contact. And, that's where that voiceover copy and paste can come in handy. Like if it's a number on a website, copying the number and pasting it into the phone field, and then there you go. And just give it a few seconds to sync up with WhatsApp, and you should be good to go. So yes, that you can definitely do it that way, but there's no way to actually manually type in the number without adding it as a contact first.
All right. Any other questions?
We got time for one more question.
Last question. Who's got the last question?
This is Sarah.
Go ahead, Sarah.
I am still not really understanding completely. I think it's the impression that I get, the difference in a group chat, the difference in a voice call and a voice chat. The only difference that I can see is that it doesn't bug everybody with 4 rings of the phone, and the voice chat just sends you a notification that, hey, somebody wants to talk if you want to talk right now. And is that the biggest difference? There's a voice chat and a voice call.
The biggest difference between voice chat versus voice call is that the voice call is live, and the voice chat is a message that you're sending that's been, recorded and then being sent to everybody. You are correct in that, and I kind of tried to tell this a little bit earlier with the group call, is that now it does not actually fully bug you when you do get an individual phone call. That can be a bit deceiving, though, because if your voiceover is off, you think that somebody hung up on you, and before and they actually didn't. Also, I should mention too, real quick, the notifications, you cannot change the ringtone. It uses your default ringtone, by the way, if you do get a phone call. So I forgot to mention that. But a voice chat is, that's what I was able to demo earlier, and that's when you send a voice message to an individual or a group, and it's pre-recorded.
Actually, there is a feature now when you look at the bottom of your WhatsApp voice message, and then you swipe to the left and go over, you will see start voice chat. That's a
right. That's within a group though, but that's still a live. That's just a live group call. That's all that is.
All right. Well, I just want to make some final announcements. So we do have our Monday Night Buzz, and there is a social event after our Monday Night Buzz. Tuesday we have our mini buzz. Thursday we have our Trekkie Talk, and Friday we have our movie audio track only. And so if any of those things interest you, remember our Zoom link is the same one that we use for this as well as all of our events. And don't forget, if you like any of our videos, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you do have any suggestions that you want to hear, just send an email to ibugtoday@gmail.com. First, I want to go ahead and thank Herbie for your wonderful presentation on the WhatsApp. I definitely learned a lot from it because I just basically make a call. Now I learned there's a lot of things that we can do within the app, so I appreciate it. Thanks for spending the time explaining this to us. I want to go ahead and thank Julie for the admin in the Zoom. Had a pretty good participant, and I know she did a really good job of keeping all that in check. And I want to thank each of you guys for attending the cafe and asking these questions. This is why we do what we do here, and I really appreciate the time that you spent here. Michael and Sandhya, do you have any final thoughts?
This is Sandhya.
Go ahead, Sandhya.
Yeah, looking forward to implementing all the stuff I learned with Herbie. It'll take a while, but yes, it's a powerful app. All of y'all hear about my niece, the great niece in New York, and so they have a WhatsApp group, and all her pictures since she was born and everything. So it's like I have had to learn it, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I'm looking forward to being able to review those chats and the videos. It's like we get it all, the videos, her pictures, conversations. It's pretty cool. So thank you very much, Herbie and Sree.
Michael, did you have any thoughts?
Yeah, just another fantastic presentation by Herbie. And yeah, the live portion here during a Q&A, I don't know how he sounded to others, but he was pretty electrifying to me. I kept hearing little spark noises, so I don't know if that came through to other people. But anyway, great job, Herbie, and great job, Sree, organizing everything. Big shout out to you guys.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Sandhya said. When I went to India, I never saw a place I did not go where WhatsApp was not mentioned. It was just, I was like, I turn here, left, right. Everybody uses WhatsApp, so it was pretty entertaining over there. I do invite everyone to attend the next cafe in February. We're going to have a pretty good one. It's going to cover the phone app. So we'll take a very detailed look, whether you are a classic user or unified. Those things you're not sure how all of that works, definitely come and check out our cafe in February.